Okay, part one, you have your first YouTube assignment today. So this is the paper that you need. And the first thing you are going to do is in this corner, preferably, put your name. First and last place. Remember, we're working on that because this building is so big and we need to know your first and last name so we can make sure you're the right person. So you are probably not the only one with that name. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to dictate words and sounds and phrases and sentences to you, and you are going to spell them for me in their respective boxes, okay? So I will walk you through the process. After the first time, I think that you'll definitely know what to do the second time. So what's going to happen is I'm going to give you 3 sounds. Number 1 will go here, 2 will go here, and 3 will go here. Okay, so sounds are all the first line. Okay, now we have phonetic words. You're going to have 6 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you need to, you are welcome to roll the paper up and do that. If that is helpful to you, that is no problem. Just unfold it when it's time to turn in. Okay, so remember, phonetic words can be sound out. So everything I give you in 1 through 6 can be tapped out. So for example, if I give you the word zap, you can go z, a, zap, okay? Then we have phrases. This might be a new concept for you, so I will explain. A phrase is not a sentence. It's really just a chunk of words taken out of a sentence. So you do not have to capitalize on any of the 3 phrases you're going to do today. You also don't need punctuation. You'll save that for the sentences, okay? So when I give you a phrase, do not worry about capitalizing, do not put punctuation, okay? It's just pretty much me taking the center of a sentence out, pulling it out, and you putting it on the paper. Okay, so that's what a phrase is. A phrase is going to be a mix of phonetic words and sight words, okay? And then you'll have 2 sentences. Now on sentences, I do expect capitals at the very beginning, capitalize people's names. I'm not too strict on that though. And punctuation at the end, whether that's a question mark, an exclamation mark, or a period. So if I ask you a question, you are going to put a question mark. However, if you put a period instead, I'm going to be honest with you, I will accept that. And then if I, at the end, I'm like, so-and-so did this, that would be an exclamation mark. And then if I just say it like normal, just like this, that's just a period, okay? So to be completely honest with you, if you have a period, I accept, okay? Even if it should be a question mark or an exclamation mark, okay? So go ahead and just make sure you do that. So what I'll say is, I'll say check the front, and that's my way of telling you, hey, check if you have a capital. So when I am done and I say check the front, check the back, that means check for punctuation, okay? Check the front means do you have a capital letter? Check the back means do you have punctuation of some kind? So when I say that, I would immediately check it because that's where people lose points. Even some of my 8th graders, okay, they're losing points for not capitalizing and putting punctuation. Okay, and then we're about to get started, but I wanted to show you something really quick. This is what your test is going to look like when we're at that point. So you put your name, of course, first and last, the unit, which we're on unit 1, and whatever date that is. So it looks very similar. You're going to have 3 sounds on your test. So when I give you sound 1, it goes on this line. Sound 2 goes on this line. 3 on this line. Similar to here. You'll have 10 phonetic words. Everything from 1 to 10 here will be sound outable. You can tap out. You'll have 4 phrases. Remember, those just a chunk out of a sentence. No capitals, no periods. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And then you'll have 2 sentences. Check the front, check the back. Remember, capital punctuation. And this is the scorecard. So on your test, you get graded on your 3 sounds. You get graded on 20 phonetic words. So what's going to happen is you get graded, these 10 are phonetic words, and then all throughout the rest of the test are some phonetic words kind of thrown in, because phrases are going to be a mix of sight words and phonetic words as well as sentences. Okay, then we have the high frequency words, which is the same thing as sight words. Okay, so remember, I call them sight words, high frequency words, red words. Okay, marking, I'm not going to go over that. Anytime we take a test, I just give you 2 free points. So we're going to skip that. Okay, do you have both sentences capitalized? That's why it's out of 2 points. 1 point for here. 1 point for here. Do you have you get 2 points for punctuation. Do you have punctuation on end of sentence 1 and sentence 2? And then this big word right here is legibility, meaning is your handwriting legible? Can I read it? Is it nice and neat? You get a point for that. So your test will always be out of 40 points. So I just wanted to show you that this is pretty much in the format of a test, but this is not a test. This is an assignment. It is worth a different amount of points and worth 20% of your grade, I believe. So we're going to get started on this. So please make sure your first and last name is here. And here we go. Sound number 1. Please tell me what letter makes this sound. You can pause this video at any time if you need more time and you're not ready for the next one. So pause me if you need it anytime. Sound number 2. Please tell me what letter makes this sound. Eh. Eh. Number 3. Please tell me what makes this sound. Coo. Coo. One more time. Coo. All right, let's go on to phonetic words. Remember, all of these 1 through 6 are sound outable. So all the ones I just put a dot on, you can tap out all of these words. And remember, we're currently only doing 3 sounds. So if you get 4 sounds, you might want to re-tap out, okay? Number 1 is the real word. It is the word web. The spider spun a web. Number 2, I'm torn on if I think it's a real word or not. I think it could be a name. Like in Toy Story, it is a name, so I'll just go with that. So number 2 is Sid. Sid. Sid is Andy's next door neighbor, and he's a strange guy. Number 3 is rat. Rat. There was a rat on the New York City street. Rat. Number 4, this is not, well, I guess it technically is a real word. It means money, I believe, in other countries. I'm trying to think if it's like Ireland or whatever the case may be. It means money in another country, okay? The word is quid. 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 Instead of using American dollars, they used quid in that country. Quid. Number 5 is, once again, in between a real word and a not real word. It's half of Texas. It is a style of food, technically. The word is, number 5 is Tex. 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 For dinner, we had Tex-Mex. So it really stands for like Texas Mexican. I think it's a different style of food. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Number 5 is Tex. Number 6 is, you can get this at Christmas, nog. Nog. You can get eggnog at Christmas time. Nog. Okay, so I'm just going to read back through all of the phonetic words really quickly so you can double check. I highly recommend checking to make sure and following along when I say the sounds to see if you actually have what I said. Okay, number 1, web. 2, Sid. 3, rat. 4, quid. 5, Tex. 6, nog. Okay, now we're going to go to phrases. Again, if you need to pause me, pause it. That's perfectly fine. Okay, phrase number 1. Remember, no capitals, no periods, just write. Okay, number 1. Was not hot. Was not hot. So it's just 3 words. Sight word, phonetic word, phonetic word. Okay, do me a favor. When you're done, I want you to circle was. On your test, like I showed you before, when we do any sight words or high frequency words or red words, we circle them. And so when we grade it, we know that we're looking for the 10 words that were circled. So this might have less than 10 words on it though. So go ahead and circle was. Was not hot. Okay, number 2. Did the quiz. Did the quiz. Circle the, because it's your sight word. Did the quiz. You can tap out did, you can tap out quiz. Number 3, in the yim. Yim is not a real word, but you can tap it out. So I'll say that one again. In the yim. Yim. Don't rhyme it with gym if you know how to spell gym, because gym is not phonetic. It's not following that same rule. So tap out yim. Yim. That one's tricky. And sometimes videos make it hard to hear certain sounds too. So if you would like me to repeat this one to you in person, will you just raise your hand and hold up to the number 3? That will let me know that you want me to repeat this word that says yim. Okay, all right, in the, you're gonna circle the sight word the. In the yim. All right, moving on to sentences. Remember, check the front, check the back when you're done. Check for capitals, check for periods or punctuation. Okay, here we go. Number 1, they pet the pug. They pet the pug. A pug is a type of dog. You are going to circle the very first word they, because it is a sight word. Pet can be sound out. You are going to circle the word the, because that's another sight word. And then the word pug, you can sound this out too. So you can tap out pet and you can tap out pug. They pet the pug. Check the front, check the back. Sentence number 2. This is going to be a person's name. Ed is not a sub. Ed is not a sub. What I mean by a sub is a substitute teacher, not a sandwich. But if you want to pretend that Ed is not a sandwich and you want to picture that, sure, that's fine. All right, Ed is phonetic. You can tap it out. You are going to circle the word is, because that's one of your sight words. You can tap out the word not. I don't think you need my help with A. And you can tap out the word sub. Ed is not a sub. Check the front, check the back. Okay, so not quite done yet. You are going to walk over to the shelf with all the materials on it, and you are going to grab a red pen. And we are going to grade this together. And if we don't get done today, we will figure that out. But the goal is to get done and have maybe 5 minutes to grade. So you're gonna go grab a red pen. This is another way to see if you can find the materials. So find the red pens so you know where they are. If ever I have up on the board, grab a red pen and you will put it back before we leave. If you have any questions, please let me know. This will be one of your first grades in the grade book. I hope you guys have an awesome day.